This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 3 of the current season of LDN Capital TV. I am of course the voice himself, Lord Andy Coyne, and you're very welcome to follow me on all the social medias. Just search for Lord Andy Coyne. But of course, enough about me, let's talk about what's going on right now, because Rex Dangerous, a man who I'd certainly never want to cross paths with in a dark alleyway, is coming to the ring, and he's bringing with him a lot of experience, a lot of power, and a lot of strength. But tonight, he's got to take on the resident cool guy himself, JJ, in a match which will see him pit the raw power of Dangerous against the speed, athleticism, and heart of JJ. That music just gives me chills, makes me feel like he's going to commit a homicide right here tonight. Believe it or not, if you're going to have the surname of Dangerous, you've got to admit, professional wrestler is going to be right to the top of your to-do list. And similarly for this man right here, I mean, he's unfortunate at birth, given 2 letters for a name, J and J, and of course he's going to be a young upstart looking for the fans' approval as he competes in the arena known as LDN. And as you can see, the fans are thrilled to see JJ here tonight. And in previous editions of LDN, we have seen JJ use that speed to stay one step ahead of his opponents. And the only weakness that this man has is that if you can stop his momentum, it can be quite tricky for him to get back into the contest. And unfortunately for him, his opponent, Rex Dangerous, has an advantage. If Rex Dangerous can control the pace of this contest, then he could have his wicked, wicked way with JJ here tonight.
This is JJ!
Ah, he even got a wolf whistle, God bless him. Well, there we see the official now, just making sure there's no razor blades sticking out of the boot of JJ, and clearly he's just going to trust Rex Dangerous. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a losing battle, mate. If you want to at least get some cheers, I'd suggest raising your hands. I mean, look at that, JJ. What a pro. You got to admit, JJ is quite adorable. JJ trying to get the fans into this, of course. Why come out to see a good old night of British wrestling if you're not going to take part? These competitors, they feed off the fans no more than JJ. And right now, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Collar elbow tie-up, both men jockeying for position. And of course, Dangerous with the strength and the weight advantage, able to force his opponent into the corner. And, well, there's a lovely clean break there from Rex Dangerous. Very good of him. I do admire. Oh, the fans are giving him grief for that. They didn't want to see JJ with his back up against the wall. But clean break. JJ's got an opportunity to effectively restart this contest. See where he can take it.
Thank you.
Oh, what a gentleman. You go for the elbow and collar tie once again. And there's Dangerous isolating the arm. And he's controlling JJ right now just by using the pressure on the wrist. There you can see actually hit the base of the elbow there to try and get more leverage, but unfortunately for Rex Dangerous, JJ able to get the hammerlock, and he cinched that in really deep. And I don't care if you're as strong as Rex Dangerous, it's difficult to get out of that, but just as I say that, you saw Rex Dangerous just pinging on the neck there of JJ. There's a reversal right there, and both men, of course, so very, very fluent in the basics of professional wrestling. Right now, these two men are just feeling each other out. combinations into the hammerlock and then straight into the headlock again. He is keeping JJ guessing as to how he's going to control him. And he's got that vice-like headlock now on the head of JJ. And it looks simple, but let me tell you, it can be effective in the arms of a man like Rex Dangerous. JJ, of course, not able to recover from that headlock, and he just got plowed over by Dangerous. Dangerous, of course, now speeding up the contest. He jumped the sleeper, jumped the leapfrog. Oh! He caught the hip toss attempt. JJ with a block again. Both men now. Oh! Rex Dangerous psychologically is one step ahead. He was not able to get the hip toss, but that lariat was sickening. Standing clothesline, and JJ just got turned upside down his head. Rex Dangerous now picking up. JJ sets him up for the suplex. Look at that. The power, the technique. Davey Boy Smith would be proud. Standing vertical suplex. Hits down hard, shoots for the cover, hooks that outside leg. But JJ able to kick out just after the 2 count. Now this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the contest. JJ is great when the match is going quick. But if his opponent is able to slow it down, then JJ is definitely on the back foot. And you saw it ever since that massive clothesline. Rex Dangerous has maintained control of this contest. It sounds like a cliche, but Rex Dangerous really is wrestling at his own speed right now. JJ, however, able to fling the arms back, firing those shots, the left, the right, to the head, to the midsection. Hadouken! Double palm strike, right into the gut. And JJ, once again, trying to get the fans into this. He feeds off it like a parasite. Oh, and a big clothesline in the corner. Of course, like a nice parasite is what I mean, of course. Big back elbow from the apron. And JJ literally using every contour of that ring to stay one step ahead of Rex Dangerous right now. Kick to the back of the head, and you've got to believe the Dangerous will be a little bit groggy right now. JJ, second rope. Whoa, front drop kick. And he caught him clear in the chest cavity. Dangerous, of course, trying to go for the ropes. Hook the outside leg. I was just saying, Dangerous, of course, trying to get to that bottom rope. Trying to stay outside of the ring so he could get the easy kick out. But JJ knew exactly what he was doing. The ring IQ of this man, very impressive. Rolling him back into the middle, hooking the outside leg to prevent him from hooking the leg over the bottom rope and attempting to get the 3 count. Unfortunately, not able to get it. And oh my lord, Rex Dangerous with a buckle bomb. And again, when you're faced with the power of a man like Dangerous, sometimes all it takes is a split second to get back in control. Northern Light suplex, JJ is pinned, and oh! Well, Dangerous is rolling the dice here. He's going for a second one. He broke the pinfall to see if a second Northern Light would be successful. But unfortunately for him, it was not. You know JJ is beloved when even the ring announcer is chanting his name. Dangerous is looking frustrated for just a moment, but picks him up into the fireman carry, and this is smart wrestling, and just drove the back of his head into that turnbuckle. Follows it up with a Death Valley driver, straight to the cover. Dangerous really wants that victory here tonight. Of course, both men were unsuccessful in that over-the-top challenge that we saw in episode 2. You know that both men would love to get back onto the winning track. Of course, victories lead to future opportunities, including a shot at a number of championships that you will find in LDN, including the Capital Championship, the British Championship, and of course, very rarely, you may even get a shot at the LDN World Championship, as currently held by one Flip Gordon. And just as I mentioned Flip Gordon, it's like I brought the gods of speed itself to help out JJ. He's speeding up the match now, off the ropes! Deep impact clothesline, pumps the chest, goes for the cover. Come on, JJ, you know that Dangerous is better than that. No attempt to hook the leg, but I'll admit, when you're tired and exhausted, sometimes it just doesn't occur to you. You fall back, you try and go for that pinfall, but Dangerous able to kick out. But JJ, not an ounce of frustration in that man's soul. He was calling on the fans. He's waiting for Dangerous to get back up again. Oh, went for a big kick to the midsection. Oh, but Dangerous has caught him. What's he going to do with him? Oh, he might be going for a Boston Crab. No! Oh, a Lion Tamer! Oh, he has been watching his 90s WCW right there, and he has locked in the Lion Tamer, and this is one lion he is looking to put to sleep. But JJ able to wriggle out, and you can see him just desperately crawling for the ropes, and Dangerous is going to make him pay for it. Oh! I thought he was going for a Mexican surfboard, but that would have been a mercy compared to what he did there, trying to destroy the knees of the high flyer. It's almost like he's got a strategy to keep him from flying and keep him grounded. Look at his poor JJ. He just can't even put his own weight onto his knees, and oh, it's all right. Looks like Dangerous is going to help him out. Oh, no, hang on. He's got him in an electric chair. Oh, no, JJ! He's going for a Hail Mary, but no, a kick out. Barely at the 2 count. Dangerous kick to the midsection. He's setting up the butterfly double hammerlock. Beautiful suplex. And you can see JJ instinctively rolling onto his front. He didn't want to get pinned there. And I don't think a pinfall is what Dangerous had in mind. Oh, JJ! Overhead DDT. Dropped him down hard. That might do it. 2, 3. Oh! Ooh! Now that's an interesting call. From my vantage point, it actually looked like that Dangerous kicked out, but ultimately the official, he was closer. He was there to make the call, and the call he doth made. He said it was a 3 count, and JJ with an overhead DDT getting the victory here tonight in the LDN Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to see the LDN British Championship being defended. And look at the champion, Crusher Curtis, a man just so very, very dominant. And when he walks to the ring, it's almost like he's looking at the fans like they are mere ants underneath his feet. And that's exactly how he also sees the competitor. He has been a very dominant British champion for LDN. And you've got to believe that tonight in the LDN Arena, he wants to continue his streak of maiming and destroying his opponent and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest British champions in the proud history of wrestling here in the United Kingdom. And you've got to admit, he's got some pretty badass moves. So, of course, Crusher Curtis, I mean, I don't know, for all I know, the guy could be 40, 50 stone. I don't think it matters. At the end of the day, if this man decides he's going to squash you, that's exactly what he's doing. Very apt at using his size, his strength, and, of course, his weight to bully and push himself around the ring. It's all right, the beautiful people, you can still boo.
As a matter of fact, I implore you to boo, because that shows just what a bad taste you people have. Right, I've got the microphone, so you shut up while I'm talking.
Oh, Crusher.
If you people don't show me some respect, me and my late game are going home.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't be surprised if the fans would love to see that, to be honest. He's a deplorable human being.
If that's how you feel, then I'm never leaving. Keep the noise down while I'm talking. No pictures, no videos.
Yeah, I have a sneaky suspicion there's a bit of a friendship here between Crusher Curtis and the official, which certainly isn't going to bode well for his opponent here tonight.
You're supposed to be impartial. I know you're very good friends with him. Playback.
I have no idea why Sanjay keeps that guy around. Well, you know what they say, the best surprises can sometimes come from the smallest packages. And yes, Nate Devlin is no doubt a flyweight competitor, but I have seen some things in my time as a commentator in the British wrestling scene. I have seen some of the smallest men with the biggest of hearts fight their way to the very top and lift some of the greatest championships this country has ever seen. And I hope for Nate Devlin that tonight he is on top form, that he is at the peak of his game. He's going to need it when he takes on Crusher Curtis. And you've got to keep in the back of your mind that that official, he looks a little shady. Come on, Nate, you can do this, me lad. I know you can. Get in there and you show that Crusher Curtis what a true fighting champion is all about and lift the British Championship tonight. Of course, he might be from Amsterdam, but he has a variety of victories all across the United Kingdom to justify his opportunity here tonight against Crusher Curtis, a true super heavyweight champion. And his opponent he's a flyweight underdog. But you know what? As I said before, I have seen miracles happen in that ring, and hopefully we will see another miracle tonight. The official now, of course, shaking Nate Devlin. And the official. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the gold is on the line. The prestigious LDN British Championship will be contested here.
Ready?
There's the bell, and I wonder what's going through the mind of Nate Devlin right now. I mean, he must be looking at Crusher Curtis and thinking, how do I win this contest? 1-4 to a finish, ladies and gentlemen. He's only got to pin the champion one time. And if I was in his boots, which I'm not, if I was him, I'd try and just keep a fast match, because surely, looking at the size and the weight of Crusher Curtis, the longer this match goes, the more it benefits Devlin. That is the advantage of being a flyweight challenger in a heavyweight bout. Well, I think the fans in the LDN arena are just like me. They want to see Nate Devlin lift the British Championship here tonight. And don't worry, lads, I'm sure if he goes back to Amsterdam, he will come back to defend that championship on a regular basis. Right here in LDN. Collar elbow tie right there. And of course, not surprising, Crusher Curtis able to push his younger, smaller and lighter opponent into the corner. Curtis getting into this match with a lot of confidence, and considering he's 2.5 times bigger than his opponent, I'm not surprised. Crusher Curtis is looking quite shocked by these fans, and I have to admit, it's something that you see with Crusher Curtis. I mean, you would first think that he enjoys the boos and he hates being reviled, but I suspect it gets under his skin just a little bit. And maybe that's what fuels him, that hatred, that absolute disdain for the fans and maybe even for wrestling itself is what causes him to destroy all good put in front of him. Nate Devlin just forced into the corner once again, but this time he did not get a clean break. Crusher Curtis, of course, with a strike right to the chest, and of course that will win poor Nate Devlin. Devlin has absolutely no way he can go. Crusher Curtis, he winds up. Oh, and this time Devlin able to get out of there, and a quick strike of his own. They're not quite as high impactful, but Nate Devlin able to shoot out more out of the gun, so to speak. Ducks the big clothesline. Devlin with another reverse knife chop. Continues to shake away, but the double axe handle there from Crusher Curtis, and Nate Devlin drops to a knee, and this is it. Nate Devlin hitting 10 shots, but it only takes Crusher Curtis one big blow to knock his opponent over. Now just launching him hard into the corner of the ring. Crusher Curtis follows through, but misses. Nate Devlin with the drop kick, square under the chin. He really hit the bullseye that time. And Crusher Curtis just spilling very uncomfortably to the outside. Nate Devlin is going to the apron, and oh, wait a minute, crossbody, but unfortunately, the strong and powerful Crusher Curtis able to catch his opponent, and oh, he just got rammed right into that steel post. And oh, and a kick right to the bounce. Crusher Curtis looking quite dazed right now. Nate Devlin, of course, maintaining that pressure with those reverse edge knife chops. And Crusher Curtis, you can see it's almost like he's trying to wake himself up, but he just wakes up to more stinging blows from the challenger to tonight's British Championship match. Oh, and the fans are giving him a seat. How lovely is that? Wow, what a heavy blow that was. Nate Devlin now trying to shake off the feeling off his hand. I mean, that hurts both men. A strike like that, it'll sting the palm. Crusher Curtis, he wanted no more of that. He wanted no more of those blistering shots to the chest. And he just throws Devlin's head hard into that apron. Of course, it wouldn't be British wrestling without an elderly lady on ringside trying to beat up the bad guys. This is how truly British we are, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a fish and chip store just 5 minutes down the road. Oh, big cross-face strike right there from the big burly champion. And a reverse chin lock. Crusher Curtis now! Oh, it's just like a tree just falling. I mean, timber, that forearm just right across the back of Nate Devlin. Devlin now thrown into the ring, and this is not good news because in the ring, Crusher Curtis can get the pinfall and retain the championship. And surely you've got to think it's just a matter of time now because Crusher Curtis is just absolutely dominating. Crusher Curtis picking up his opponent. Takes a brief moment to shout to the fans there and a big stomp to his spine, and right now, I mean, Nate Devlin is looking closer to a puddle than an actual challenger for a heavyweight championship. Well, indeed, as you heard the ring announcer, he was accusing the official of not doing his job correctly. Technically speaking, Crusher Curtis only has a 5-second count. Oh, there's the pinfall. 2, but no, only a 2. Usually, of course, Crusher Curtis would only have 5 seconds if his opponent is in the ring. Oh, hang on a minute. That was blatant. And if I was the ring announcer, Sanjay Bagga, I would get up in his grill. Crusher Curtis now launching his opponent off the ropes. There's the rebound. Ducks the clothesline. Off again. Ducks the back elbow. Oh, and he caught him. The crossbody caught by Crusher Curtis. Oh, and pumps him straight over with a fall-away slam suplex. Thankfully for Nate Devlin, he is finding some respite on the apron. He can't be pinned on the apron. He's too tangled up in the ropes. But maybe unwisely, he's rolling back into the ring. I don't know how wise that is. And you can now see Crusher Curtis, his hand raised, hand like King Kong's about to swap those planes out of the sky. Oh, he's got him in a goozle. And Nate Devlin knows when you've got a big burly man's hands around your neck, that's never going to end well for anybody. Fighting out of it with the point of those elbows. Ducks the clothesline. Ha ha ha! Devlin somehow digging deep found that little bit of reserve that he needed to pump over the massive 30-stone champion and drop him hard on his shoulder with a German suplex. The official now counting quite a quick no-standing 10 count. Of course, if this match ends as a draw, then Crusher Curtis will, of course, walk out still the British champion. Both men fighting back to their feet, and there you have it. Devlin, I think, was technically first, but both men are now back up, and unfortunately, Crusher Curtis, those shots of his, just so heavy. Nate Devlin rocked, and he gets these moments, these brief moments where he's able to shoot some offense back, but you can just see he's exhausted. Firing more shots with those right elbows. And they're certainly accurate. They're right under the chin. He tries to launch Curtis. That's no good. There's the reversal, and Crusher Curtis will not fall. Nate Devlin's going to try again, but no. Again, the second time. He's going for the well again. Will he find a pail of water? Ducks the clothesline off the ropes. Ha ha! That's a big boy lariat right there. Hooks the outside leg. 2, 3. Oh, wow. That is the slowest 3 count I have ever seen. And something tells me that Nate Devlin might have just got screwed out of the British Championship right there by this dodgy official. Looks like Nate Devlin's got to stay on his opponent, and he's signaling that he's going to go to the top rope. Maybe he's desperate. Maybe he knows that one huge high-flying move will finally chop this tree down. Oh, there it is, the crossbody. The official in position, barely. 2. Yeah, oh, come on. Oh, the official, I think, is claiming that he's got something in his eye and he can't see and therefore can't make the 3 count. But I know, and I think you fans at home know, and everyone in this arena know that this is hogwash. Hogwash, I say. Nate Devlin, you see him just keeping half an eye on his opponent, showing wisdom beyond his years. Oh, but unfortunately, Crusher Curtis, he's back away, ducks the clothesline. Oh, wait a minute. He pulled the ripcord and hit the big side kick, and Crusher Curtis falls down hard with that strike to the back of his head. But you know what? I think Nate Devlin can taste it. I think it's almost like he's licking the championship right now. He's tasting gold, and he wants to take it back to Amsterdam. He points the guns, he shoots, but oh no! The goozle! The choke slam! Right on the top of his head. And with one move, Crusher Curtis, the British heavyweight champion, snatches back control. He swings, he hits, he crushes his opponent. Oh, come on. I don't think we needed to see that fast a 3 count. Well, Crusher Curtis is still the British champion, but I think the story here is how dodgy was that ref. Clearly he needed Crusher Curtis to walk out with the championship to guarantee the lift home in his Ford Mondeo later today. My heart goes out to Nate Devlin. He showed a lot of spirit in this contest here tonight, but sometimes the odds are just stacked far too high. Oh, and look who's coming to the ring. It is, of course, the LDN's resident chav, one Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Oh, he rocks a Burberry scarf like nobody else on this earth. And it's particularly impressive to be a chav when you consider he's not even British. Anyway, all joking aside, tonight, Maxwell Jacob Friedman will be taking on Alan Lee Travis and will be challenging for his Capital Championship. Now, of course, although Alan Lee Travis is the current Capital Champion, do not forget this is a multi-time British champion. So although Maxwell Jacob Friedman has got a tremendous opportunity here tonight, it's a hell of a challenge that he will be facing in the champion.
Cut my music. Cut my music. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or by the looks of it, poor, just be honest, my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And I, unlike you
Oh, come on.
Country, a country called America.
Yeah, you're not going to earn any love here with your patriotism here tonight, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
And for that specific reason, that is why I'm better than you, and you know it. Hailing from New York City,
That part's true.
representing the United States of America, please welcome Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
That is indeed the challenger for tonight's Capital Championship. And what a disgrace he is to the LDN ring.
This is the music for the champion, please.
And there he is, the Capital Champion, a man who I think we can all agree we can be proud in. This is Alan Lee Travis, multi-time British champion and the current holder of the Capital Championship. Of course, as well as being a phenomenal singles competitor, Alan Lee Travis has put the responsibility of training the next generation of the young British wrestling superstars and to help build the industry that we all love being a part of. Now, Alan Lee Travis will be coming into this match with a considerable amount of experience compared to Maxwell Jacob Friedman here tonight. And he needs to leverage that experience because his opponent is definitely big, he's definitely stronger. But I also think that Alan Lee Travis has the speed advantage. If he can combine the experience with the speed and, of course, the home field advantage, he will still walk out Capital Champion. Building some phenomenal international relationships right here, Sanjay Bagga.
Here's what I need you people to do. I need you to stay quiet during this match. I need complete silence when I wrestle.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Maxwell Jacob Friedman demanding perfect quiet in the arena tonight. Ha! And Alan Lee Travis, oh my God, he makes Burberry look phenomenal. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, of course, demanding silence in the LDN arena tonight. Something tells me that it's not going to happen. We have an incredibly raucous crowd here tonight, and they want to see Alan Lee Travis walk out still Capital Champion. Oh, Alan! You rascal. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell Jacob Friedman probably got that from Camden Market earlier today. I doubt its authenticity.
Back way. I'll give it to referee. Back away. I'll give it to referee. Give it back. Give it back.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman, my God, Alan Lee Travis has already got a psychological advantage here. The referee really not appreciating the scarf. Alan Lee Travis posing for the fans. Our Capital Champion defending here tonight against the American Invader, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Well, there you go. The bell has been rang. The official there with the championship. And we are underway. The experience and speed of Alan Lee Travis against the strength and, well, arrogance, really, of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. The last time we saw Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he was having a lot of fun, but he seems deadly focused here tonight. He knows that winning the Capital Championship could really bode well for his career here in the British wrestling scene. And he's trying to roll out of the arm ringer, and he finds the escape and applies one of his own. Oh! Maxwell Jacob Friedman now going for a tequila sunrise takedown there. Oh, and look at him using the ropes to gain the leverage. He has the hammerlock on Alan Lee Travis, using the thickness of his legs to really maintain the pressure. And it's almost like he's trying to twist his shoulder out of joint like an overcooked chicken wing. God, I could do the chicken wing right about now. Maxwell Jacob Friedman just getting one more stomp on the shoulder there. just trying to get that extra tweak of damage on the champion. And it's quite effective. You can see Alan Lee Travis, he seems to be favoring that left arm there. He's particularly holding it just underneath the elbow point, collar elbow tie-up, and of course, with the weakness in the arm, it was easy for Maxwell Jacob Friedman to get the wrist lock and maintain control. Alan Lee Travis trying to use his athleticism to keep him out of there, but Maxwell Jacob Friedman using his weight to keep him to the ground. But now, Alan Lee Travis, the leader of the new generation that he's training up, using his technical finesse to really tie his opponents up in knots, takes the snapmare, drops the leg, and now has an arm hold of his own, using the strength of his legs to try and hyperextend the elbow point of one Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Of course, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's got to make sure that his shoulders don't stay too close to the ground for too long. The official is there to count the three. And Friedman wisely diving to the safety of the bottom rope. And the official is demanding a break of the hold. Alan Lee Travis did have the wrist lock, but realizing that the rules are the rules and he had to let go. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, you can see the steams just coming out of his ears. He is being embarrassed by the multi-time British champion, Alan Lee Travis. Even the ring announcer's getting his licks in tonight. Well, as you kind of gather, Maxwell Jacob Friedman,
you know what? The answer is never.
as mentioned, Maxwell Jacob Friedman is the kind of gentleman who likes a nice quiet workplace, and unfortunately he's not going to get that here tonight. Maybe he's used to it in America when he's wrestling in front of 10 people. I don't know. I would not trust Maxwell Jacob Friedman one bit. Oh, no, come on, Alan. Come on. Years of salty experience tells you that shaking that man's hand is not worth it. I ain't saying anything. Oh, come on, Alan. Don't do this. Do not be a silly pillock. Oh, what did I tell you? Maxwell Jacob Friedman with a kick to the midsection, but Alan Lee Travis, such a trusting, gold-hearted individual, and it might just cost him a championship here tonight. Alan Lee Travis looks like he was trying for a suplex, but Maxwell Jacob Friedman just controlling him with the head there. Travis now firing off the shots, launches them off the ropes, but the bigger Friedman just powering down the champion. Nicely Friedman going off the ropes, but Alan Lee Travis just knocked down again, and you see him holding his arm, and that is exactly what Maxwell Jacob Friedman was doing earlier in the contest. Jumps the sleeper off the ropes, the sleeper again, there's the leapfrog, the match is getting fast, and of course, it benefits Alan Lee Travis. Beautiful drop kick there from the champion, and Friedman is rocking. Fireman carry. What's Alan Lee Travis going to do with him? He's taking him for a ride! Whirly bird! And he's picking up the speed now, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he is dizzy. And if I was him, I would not turn around, because the Capital Champion is waiting for him. He blew him a kiss, and he fell off his feet. Hooks the outside leg, there's the cover, it's a 2, but no, it was not a 3. The champion was denied, but don't worry, it's still early in the contest, it's even man's game. Alan Lee Travis now with the front headlock. But Jacob Maxwell Friedman trying to find that arm bar, and again, going back to the left arm. He has a strategy, which is why you need a strategy if you're going in against Alan Lee Travis. And behind the official's back, Maxwell Jacob Friedman just scraped the eyes of Alan Lee Travis, and then throwing him shoulder first into that corner. And once again, goes straight back to the arm, just throwing him down like a sack of spuds. Cocky cover right there. He wasn't going to get the 2, but let's be honest, he was just trying to drive this full point of his weight right into the chest bone there. And now again, just putting his weight on the elbow point. Alan Lee Travis is a car with one faulty wheel right now. His left arm seems to be giving him grief from the opening moments of this contest. And although it looked like that he was going to have an easy night once he got past that, Maxwell Jacob Friedman came in with a strategy. And he's gone straight back to the arm. And that's all he needs to do. Keep going back to the arm to maintain control. And look, applies the arm wringer, really retching up the tension and tries to launch Alan Lee Travis out of the corner. But now, Alan Lee Travis firing with that big left hand, but remembering he heard it. And it just allowed Maxwell Jacob Friedman to get back in control. And Alan Lee Travis now quite desperately trying to go for the free count. He knows it only takes 3 seconds, but he wasn't able to get it there. Kick to the midsection, go for a sunset flip once again. Alan Lee Travis really wants to win this very quickly. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, drops the knee right on the elbow point with deadly precision. Maxwell Jacob Friedman just continues to torture the Capital champion. And you see Alan Lee Travis, he's holding his elbow in his hands, they look crooked. It's like he's trying to get feeling back into them. It's very disorientating. And the problem is that if one of your arms is hurt, it's very difficult to use power moves and to refocus on your opponent. Maxwell Jacob Friedman now, he's got that knuckle lock on the top, and Alan Lee Travis trying to fight out of it. You see him firing shots with the right elbow there, and then follows up crossbody. But although he hit the crossbody, he landed on his arm, and he just couldn't capitalize. He couldn't maintain the pressure to get the free count, and now both men are down. You see the official issuing the no standing 10 count, and of course, I probably don't need to remind you, but if this is a draw, Alan Lee Travis will walk out with the championship. But Alan Lee Travis, he is a man who's so proud. He wants to win every match he enters, even if he's only got one good arm. Hits him with a shoulder block, and another. You can see him trying to not use his elbow, instead trying to use his shoulders. Back elbow, Alan Lee Travis, head of steam, and this time using the legs. Now that's using your head, because the outside leg. Friedman able to kick out and stay alive in this contest. Alan Lee Travis with a very fast flurry, but it wasn't enough. Maxwell Jacob Friedman once again going to the arm, but Travis is just too wise to his games now, able to fight him off. Friedman to his feet. Thunderclap! Under the legs he goes. Half Nelson. No, Alan Lee Travis goes for the roll-up. He's got it. 2. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's got the tights. Off the ropes, ducks the clothesline. He tried to run the blind spot. It wasn't going to work. There it is. Half Nelson suplex right on his head. Rolls him over for the cover. He shoots the half, but no. Kick out at 2.5. And you're hearing the fans, you're hearing the ring announcer. They are chanting for Travis, the beloved champion of LDN. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's winding it up. He wants one big solid lariat and take it home. Right to blind spot, big knee strike. Hits him like a bazooka. 2. Alan Lee Travis with that moment of brilliance, just hitting that massive knee strike right underneath the chin of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but unfortunately unsuccessful in getting the 3 count. But one thing I've noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed at home, is every time these two men go for a cover, it gets closer and closer to that 3, and it's only a matter of time till we get a victor here tonight. Look at Alan Lee Travis just trying to bridge out of it. And Maxwell Jacob Friedman just twisting out, now firing the shots right underneath the jaw of Travis. Gotta say, the Capital champion is looking like he's in a very concerning predicament right now. He's looking dazed and groggy. Maxwell Jacob Friedman off the ropes. Thrust kick right to the chest bone, which allowed Friedman to get back up with a roaring elbow, but a big headbutt from the champion. And once again, both men are down. See both men trying to stir, and they're not getting up quite as eager as they were earlier on in the contest. It looks like Alan Lee Travis might be the first to his feet. We're up to 7. This is... Oh no, both men back to their feet now. And it's Alan Lee Travis with the first shot. There's the receipt. There's the refund. There's the gift certificate. Off the ropes, and Alan Lee Travis. Maxwell, Jacob Friedman are just fighting it out for the Capital Championship. Huge shots left and right and bloody centre. Oh, a couple of big firm shots there from Alan Lee Travis. And oh, Maxwell Jacob Friedman quite wisely trying to go for the arm bar, and he's holding on. Alan Lee Travis trying to roll out of it, but Maxwell Jacob Friedman was one roll ahead, and he's maintained the arm. And look at the horrible angle of that arm. Pulls him closer to the middle of the ring. That was smart. Alan Lee he goes for the roll-up. 2. Alan Lee Travis knows a reversal for everything. Oh, wait for it. Titanic! Floats over. 2. And Alan Lee Travis got it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Lee Travis still Capital Champion. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He came in with a lot of arrogance, but he also came in with a plan. And he kept going back to that arm of Alan Lee Travis. And it was a highly effective strategy to keep the technically superior champion at bay. However, Alan Lee Travis, always looking for that opportunity, hooked the leg, dropped his opponent on his head, and he will walk out still Capital Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Lord Andy Coyne. Thank you, and good night. Next week on LDN Capital TV. I've been Lord Andy Coyne, and I'll see you next week.